Okay, hi guys. Today we're going to be looking at graphing complex numbers in a coordinate plane. So you would already be familiar with what a coordinate plane looks like. However, this is not your regular coordinate plane because as you can see, the x-axis is replaced by the real numbers. So the x-axis is what we're going to be, graphing our real numbers on, and the y-axis is used for our imaginary axis. And this is coming from the complex system where we have a real number plus the imaginary number. So a complex number consists of a real part and an imaginary part. So the real numbers, the label A represents the real numbers and BI represents the imaginary numbers. So if you're asked to graph, points um, on a complex, coordinate plane, it's simple. As long as you remember that your x-axis is used for your real numbers and your y-axis is used for your imaginary numbers, you can go ahead and plot the points. So let's start with the number one. So for number one, you're asked to plot the point 6. So as you can see, this point here, 6, it has no imaginary. So all you're going to do is go over to your real axis and find 6 on the real, because the 6 here represents only the real. There is no imaginary part to it. So we go ahead and map and plot our 6. All right. Number two, ask us to plot negative 4i. And as you can see from this number here, there is no real part to it. This just has the imaginary part. All right, so just go to the imaginary axis and find negative 4. Okay, there is no real. So real is going to be 0. So right now we're gonna go ahead and put our point right here where on the imaginary, we find negative 4. Okay. The next question asks us to plot negative 7. This is a real number again. So again, we're going to go on our real number axis and we're going to plot negative 7 because this one has no imaginary, there is no imaginary part to it. Okay. Now, number 4 is a bit different. Now, number 4 has a real part and it has an imaginary part. So the real part is 2. So we're going to go ahead and plot that part first. So we're going to find 2 on the real axis, and then we go up to 4i. So the point is going to be right here, 2 on the real and 4 on the imaginary. Okay. Then we have number 5 that asks us to plot negative 3 minus 5i. So the negative 3 is real, right? So we find negative 3 on the real, and we come down to where minus 5i is, and that's going to be our point for number 5. Okay? Then for number 6, so you should be, by now you should be seeing a pattern. So for number 6, we have 6 minus 2i. So we find 6 on the real, okay? And then we go down to 2i minus. All right, and you plot your points. Then for number 7, we have 6 plus 4i. So again, 6 on the real, but now it's plus. So we go up to 4i. All right, so 6 plus 4i. All right, now guys, it's not gonna always be in the format where you see the real number first, but you still have to be able to identify your real and your complex. So when you look at question number 8, it's a little bit different because now you have negative 5i plus 2. Now this is not written in standard form, but this doesn't mean that we can't plot it. You still have to know where is the where the real and where the imaginary part is. So as you can see, the real part does not have the unit I. Okay, so the real part 2, we're still going to find it first. So it's going to be 2 on the real axis. And since it's a minus 5i, we know we're going to go down. All right, we're going to go down to this point here, negative 5i. So 2 on the real and negative 5i. Then we have for number 9, we have negative 6i plus 5. So again, we are going to find 5 first on the real, and then we go down to negative 6i. And plot our points. Now, the last point that you are asked to plot, guys, is this point number 10. We have 0, 0i. And this is going to be right here. 0 on the real is right here, and 0 on the imaginary is this point right here. Okay? Now, I hope you find this video helpful. And if you have any question, feel free to let me know. I hope you understand how to plot your complex numbers in a coordinate plane. All right. So have a good day. And if you have any question, don't hesitate to ask.